Feathers McGraw, the tuxedoed penguin with a penchant for petty crime. But is he really the worst villain Aardman Animations has ever created? Let's dive into the world of Wallace and Gromit and find out McGraw is a fairly simple character, driven by greed. His actions are often predictable, and his failures are due to his own carelessness rather than the character's cunning. Let's see the similarities with another Wallace and Gromit villain, Preston Dog, a significant character in A Close Shave. It's a highly intelligent and technologically advanced canine companion that has been genetically engineered and cybernetically enhanced by Preston steals sheep and attempts to frame Gromit for the crime. He also tries to lure Wallace and Wendelin into a trap. Now this guy is a different breed of bad. Feathers isn't just a nuisance. He's a criminal mastermind. He's cold-blooded, calculating, and will stop at nothing to get what he wants. He's the kind of villain who'd frame you for a crime and then steal your goldfish for good measure. Feathers McGraw and Mrs. Tweedy are both iconic Aardman villains, but they have distinct personalities and motivations. Mrs. Tweedy. Motivation. Driven by financial desperation and a desire to improve her failing chicken farm. Methods. More direct and forceful, relying on brute force and intimidation. Personality. Overbearing, short-tempered, and prone to fits of rage. Key differences. Methods. Feathers is a master of deception, while Mrs. Tweedy is more straightforward in her approach. Motivation. Feathers is primarily motivated by greed, while Mrs. Tweedy is driven by financial necessity. Personality. Feathers is more cunning and calculating, while Mrs. Tweedy is more volatile and impulsive. Feathers McGraw and Victor Quartermain are both antagonists in the Wallace and Gromit universe, but they differ significantly. Victor Quartermain, Wallace and Gromit, The Curse of the Were-Rabbit. Personality. Vain, pompous, and obsessed with appearances. He is a social climber who values image over anything else. Villainous style. More conniving and manipulative. He relies on trickery and deceit rather than direct confrontation. Feathers McGraw is a more straightforward, in-your-face villain, driven by greed and a desire for power. Victor Quartermain is a more subtle and insidious villain, driven by vanity and a desire for social standing. Feathers McGraw and Queen Victoria from the movie Pirates are both powerful figures, but they have very different characteristics. Queen Victoria, Pirates. Motivation. Driven by a sense of duty, patriotism, and a desire to protect her empire. Methods. Commands respect and authority. She is a shrewd negotiator and a formidable leader. Personality. Stoic, dignified, and determined. She is a strong and independent woman who does not tolerate weakness. Queen Victoria is a powerful and respected leader who uses her authority and intelligence to guide her nation. These only are a couple of characters from Aardman Animation. There are many more, but I listed a couple like for part 2.